Hello, I'm Ronnie Ani Edwards, and in this episode we're going to talk about randomness in games. Randomness can either make or break a game. The more strategic a game, the harder it is to make randomness improve the play experience. However, randomness can be done with great results. Believe it or not, fighting games employ a great depth of strategy. At the surface level, somebody from the outside looking in might just think that any old button masher can defeat the top players because fighting games are just mash fests. But this is so far from the truth. A lot of players who play fighting games competitively tend to compare fighting games to chess matches. However, there is one fundamental difference between most fighting games and chess. In a chess match, if your opponent fucks up and you want to take his rook, all you have to do is pick up your bishop and set it to the appropriate square. It's not really hard. All you have to do is know where to put that piece. Pretty easy. In a fighting game, it's not enough to know where to put the piece or to know what you have to do. You actually have to have enough skill to be able to do it. I think I said it best in the first episode. Say you're playing Super Street Fighter 2 and you decide now would be a perfect time to do a Shoryuken and drop this bitch! So you try and... What? Damn it! You know exactly what you had to do, you just fucked up and couldn't quite do it. Derpina! That is the concept of idea. A lot of advanced techniques and concepts cannot be matched with enough consistency to even justify the idea that masters can even come close to tournament level consistency in most competitive fighting games. Now imagine playing a game of chess and you just want to capture this pawn. However, you have to flip a coin first to see if you can even attempt to capture it, and then flip another coin to see if you captured the pawn or your opponent's pawn captured your queen. This introduces some largely unwanted elements of randomness that tends to undermine strategy, which is kind of the entire focus of a chess match. If fighting games are chess, then Smash Bros. Would be one of the top candidates for the sort of distorted version of chess I just outlined. In Smash Bros, you can be winning a fight easily, and then somebody gets a Smash Ball, and you're totally fucked. This is why when people want to play Smash competitively, they tend to turn the items off, which lowers the elements of randomness. However, some characters still have moves that are inherently random, such as Peach's golf club or frying pan, tennis racket, and her beats. Game & Watch also has a move that's inherently random. And don't get me started on slipping. Slipping! This is part of the reason why Smash is often scoffed at by some fighting game enthusiasts. However, Smash wasn't really made with the competitive scene in mind. It was made for casual audiences who embrace this idea of random elements, who tend to lose fights and want those items in there to help improve the size of their penii. That's plural for a man's naughty bits. That being said, Smash can be incredibly technical and involve a huge deal of execution, like wave dashing in Melee as well as shuffling and all of that. However, you have to house rule it and even hack it in some cases to remove many of its random elements and to allow for competitive play. To sum it all up, randomness tends to undermine strategic and competitive play and just makes for some unhappy players. However, some games actually use randomness insanely well, such as Minecraft. Part of the fun of Minecraft is exploration, finding that diamond ore or running through this cave system hoping no enemies lurk around the corner. I just lost 3 diamonds! It's all randomly generated at the start whenever you begin a new game, and it's very well done. So if you're making a competitive game, you should probably try to eliminate any random elements inherent in the gameplay, so that the skill of each player decides the match, not some random element that goes around giving people gingivitis. However, don't think random elements are always a bad design choice. Some games use it, and they use it really well. It's all about knowing which elements should and should not be randomized based on the game you're working on. Slipping!